Hi, welcome to my channel. So, today, I'm prepared to be a hater. This is my hater announcer outfit. I have my worst books of 2023 that we're going to go through today. So, without further ado, let's just jump right into this. I'm going to do it in kind of an order of least hated to absolutely most horrific. Shouldn't have been made, shouldn't have left the drafts books. So, if you hear me stepping on shit, it's because I am. I am currently stepping on shit because my room is a disaster. But you can't see that. All you can see is my also a disaster bookshelves, which will be changing very soon. I need to organize them, but I have some Christmas books that are coming in with some Christmas money. So they're gonna be here, and then I get to tear this entire room apart, and you will see that. Quick little thing before we jump into this. I know I've been gone for a while. Work was kicking my butt, and then I was kicking my butt at the fact that I was avoiding coming back here, but then the longer I waited, the worse I felt and the more anxious I got about recording again. So yeah, here we are because I wanted to be a hater. The haterade fueled me. So back again. And the outfit, we're not going to question it. It is a blazer over a shirt, and that's it. I also have pants on, but like that's not important. And socks. Yeah. I know. I put in a lot of effort to be on this camera today. I don't know. And I also don't know what's going on with my hair. There's a little part in the front there that's not dyed properly, and it's like super faded. I don't know if you could see that, but it's like really blonde right there for some reason. Even though I applied the same amount of dye on that specific spot that I did the whole whole head. Yeah, I did this part blue too. I just left it on for way too long. Anyways, worst books of 2023. We'll stop the rambling and we'll just jump into it. So, first I have most disappointing read of the year, and that is I Kissed Shara Wheeler by Casey McQuiston. I am so sorry. I didn't like this book. I pre-ordered it. Because I was so excited for this book. I was so excited to finally get on the train of liking Casey McQuiston. And I just didn't. I can't do it. Red, White, and Royal Blue was just not it for me. I'm pretty sure I rated it higher on Goodreads than I should have because I really didn't like it. It was just not for me. But I thought this one would be because it was sapphic. It seemed like very, I don't know, like high school movie-esque, which is exactly what it was. It was extremely high school movie-esque. Like, this would have been perfect if I was 14 or younger and I was still in my fanfiction era where literally nothing makes any sense and the parents do not exist. That's what this book was. And that's not what I went into it looking for. I was looking for that little mystery with some sapphic shit going on in the back. But like, this wasn't a mystery at all. And the sapphic stuff was terrible. The two main characters are awful. Like, absolutely awful people. Parents non-existent. This teenage girl was missing and no one was searching for her. The authorities weren't told. The school didn't care. No one cared except for this little group of people. The only characters I cared about were the boys, and you weren't supposed to care about the boys because this is a sapphic romance. You're supposed to care about the two girls, but I just couldn't. I couldn't get into it. I couldn't like them. It took me, no joke, like 8 months to try to read this. The day that it came out, I got it from Indigo Chapters, Specifically, I picked it up at Chapters. Anyways, I picked it up at Chapters the day it came out, and the day I got my glasses. Whoa. Um, not important. But I was reading it in the car, like, while we were parked, because we were with my partner's grandparents, because they also had an eye appointment. So while they were in their eye appointment to get their prescription for their new glasses, I was waiting in the car reading. And I got like maybe 50 pages in, and I just stopped. I stopped reading it and didn't pick it back up for 8 months. Like, I'm not even joking. I just didn't want to pick it up for 8 months. And then I finally finished it because I found an audiobook of it on Hoopla. Sponsored. Not sponsored. But, you know, bless up for Hoopla. I finally finished it because I had the audiobook. And it was not worth it. Like, I have the physical copy. And it's a beautiful Indigo exclusive copy. And I'm never going to get rid of it. But it was a 2-star read. Like, it was just not, it was not worth the time or the effort that I put into it. And it sucks because it's beautiful, and I really wish it was better. It's on that bookshelf, that's why I keep looking over there. So then we Sold Our Souls by Grady Hendrix. Whoa, big surprise. Grady Hendrix is back. In case you didn't know, on this channel, I've been a big hater of Grady Hendrix, specifically for one specific book, which we'll get into later. And I'm not like a massive super fan of Grady to begin with, but I enjoyed, for the most part, what is it called? My Best Friend's Exorcism. That's what it is. It's right there. But it wasn't everything I hoped it would be. I am standing on a box. Not entirely. One foot is on a box, in case you're wondering what is going on. That is what's going on. Now I look slightly shorter. Anyways, so I didn't love it, but I was like, okay, maybe exorcism stuff isn't what I'm looking for right now. Let's try something else. So like later in the year, around Halloween, I tried We Sold Our Souls, which I hoped was going to be good. The cover is fantastic. It's a gorgeous book. All the variant covers I've seen are beautiful. But the inside of the book is where I have a problem. Grady Hendrix has such a hard time writing women. But the funny thing is, Grady Hendrix only writes women. All of his main characters are women. But he doesn't know how to write a woman. I don't think he's ever talked to a woman before. Like, these are terrible depictions of a woman. This book was something. The overarching mystery and suspense regarding the whole We Sold Our Soul thing, loved it. Wanted more of that. But we didn't get it. Whoosh. Where's the plot? I don't know. Instead, we're following this person who has zero idea of how the world works, zero motivation to change that, and zero brain cells. Specifically, not enough to understand that maybe the fact that you were in a guy's basement when he killed himself probably makes you a suspect to his death. You lunatic. She's like, how can people believe that? I don't understand. I didn't do anything. I was just happy to stand there when it happened. What? Of course they're going to want to ask you questions. Of course they're going to think something happened. You were there, and you're not telling anyone what happened? Okay. And that happens, like, really early into the book. So I'm sorry for the spoiler. I probably put a spoiler thing somewhere. But, boy. Fair warning for the rest of the video, because I will be going into spoilers for the other books on this list. I keep putting my foot on that damn box. I am so sorry if you heard me literally, like, slam my foot down. I'm angry. I ended up giving that book 1.5 stars. So we're not absolutely horrible yet. I need to learn how to DNF things. But when it's an audiobook, I just kind of go, I can do it. I could go through it. What if the ending's really good? What if the ending is, like, perfect? It never is. I need to stop. Somebody help me. Do I need therapy? Like, is there bookish therapy? Because I need that. I really need that. Next, I have Asylum by Madeline Rux. Okay, I have heard so many fantastic things about this book. Like, people raved about this book for years in the horror genre, especially like YA horror, which makes no sense. Absolutely zero sense. This book is trope after trope after trope, and the worst, absolute worst representation of mental health I've ever seen. Ever. Now we're going into spoiler territory. This book is, of course, set at an asylum. We are at a school which is above an asylum. Like, there was an asylum way back in the olden days, and it was underneath where the school is now. And, like, when I tell you that they took zero fucking care with anything to do with mental illness or anything regarding the patients in this asylum, I mean it. Like, they didn't do anything. She didn't even, like, remotely care that she was making mental illness the bad guy of her story. Like, she didn't care. And that is so messed up. I am so sick of mental illness being the horror in a horror story. Like, that is ridiculous. Absolutely insane. We are now in 2024. If I read another book where mental illness is the trope, the main plot point, the main thing in your horror story, I am burning your book. Simply put, I don't support book burning usually, but I will. I will burn it. I will find you and I will burn your specific copy of your specific book because you put it in there. And it's your fault. And I hate you. I said it. I hate you. No. Just don't do it. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. No. 1.25. You know. I was a lot angrier than I normally am for that one. But there was, for a little bit there, a plot that didn't revolve around mental illness. Oh, but then the big twat twist, yeah, that's what it was, the twat twist. The big plot twist was mental illness. So you got me at the end, didn't you, bitch? You fucking donked me right in the head with that. I was like, oh, maybe this will be a different ending. Maybe I can expect some goodness out of this. Maybe I'll see why people wanted more of this. Maybe I'll see why there's a series. There's a series. A whole series around this book. Not happening. Anyways, now we're on to the worst book, the baddest of the bads for 2023, which was our boy Grady Hendrix with his book, The Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires. Whoo! Talk about had me in the first half. This book, oh my god. I can't talk about it without going into spoilers, but I'll try very fast to do a non-spoiler thing right now. If you like women at all, don't read this book. Just don't. Just simply don't. If you like vampires, don't read this book. If you like books, don't read this book. If you like anything, do not read this book. And now we're into spoilers. So, the main plot of this vampire, the main thing that this vampire does to be scary is SA. Wow, creative. Never been done before. Can men stop writing SA? They don't put any care into it. And of course, all of the main characters were women. Does Grady Hendrix know how to write a woman? Has Grady Hendrix ever seen a woman? Has Grady Hendrix ever even read a woman? I don't think so, because he wrote the essays. He wrote them. He wrote the essays in a way that made it seem like the women wanted it. The women liked it. It was their fault what happened to them. I need someone to take this man's computer, his pen, his keyboard, whatever he is writing on, away from him, because he needs to stop. He needs to just stop writing in general. Like, I don't even care. Don't write women again, period. But don't write again. Honestly, I can't deal with this. And I've only heard bad things about his newest book as well. So I can't stand essay as a plotline. If that is what your big bad is doing, and that is your big horror part of your story, you need to leave. You need to leave this earth, period. Horror can be scary without SA. Why is that a thing? Oh my god. Okay. I'm sorry. I can't deal with these people. I can't deal with men anymore. Like, this is ridiculous. I love horror, and I will continue to read horror, but I will also continue to preach against the misogyny in the horror industry, because these men need to understand that they can't do this. They can't be writing women like this. They can't be writing anyone like this. This is misogynistic, this is sexist, and this is wrong, and it needs to stop. But there, those are my worst books of 2023. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you for sticking with me for all this time. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.